Greetings everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. As the messengers of Paradisium take forward our wonderful tale of the Oracle and our galactic family. We made some friends! We made some friends with the Armathi Consortium, and as much as they're feeling kind of protective of us, we're looking to improve our relations. We've got a mutual respect. They're currently in an equivalent technology level, superior economic level, and they've got more ships than we do because we haven't been building up our military. But beyond that, I think it's good to look after your friends. They are unfortunately taking Rimda, and there's nothing we can do about that, but we'll let that affront pass for the moment while we work on building up the rest of our empire. One day we will, of course, subjugate them and fold them into the family more successfully. But until then, we can carry on exploring the area around.
Inbound communicate.
Oh, so a non-aggression pact? It seems like a reasonable idea, but it will cost us influence, so I'm going to decline that for the moment. I don't think it's entirely necessary for what we're trying to do. The archaeological site is still digging away quite happily, and our various science vessels are out exploring the galaxy. This loops back around quite nicely, so we might think about potentially going out and securing that little chain. Now, with our wonderful domination tract that we're moving down, I think if we start with improving our capital buildings and housing so that we get a little bit more space. We've only got Paradisium, but having extra available housing, there we go, even if it's just the one, will give us a little bit more space for growth. And actually, that's a very good point, because we're out of jobs on Paradisium, having a look at it. And everyone in the family should be working for the greater good. So let's get ourselves another generator district for the moment. I think we'll probably fill this out with generator districts, and then we can look at potentially building up some housing. But we'll see how that goes. Now, over in the Jugum system, Jarsin has found a routine anomaly. A small rectangular object on the surface of the moon is reflecting all scanning beams like a mirror. Yeah, go ahead and investigate that. Send someone down to pick it up if you have to. Ooh. A new faction has been formed. Okay, so it's led by scientist Jarsin himself. They call themselves the Xeno Protection Network. They've been pushing hard for friendly relations with other species. That's good, because that's exactly what we've been doing. So they want passive xenology. We can make it so that we can't purge and all refugees are welcome. And we do want to enlighten species and eventually create a federation. So I think we'll be able to do quite a bit of that. Let's go in and refugees, all refugees are welcome. And purges are prohibited. That'll make them a little bit happier at least. Now, we've managed to stem the problem with our energy credits by finishing off our mining construction buildings over here in Onab. So I think our economy is in a pretty good place at the moment.
A system survey has concluded.
Alright, you carry on looking for things. Ooh, and we've already dug further into the hole in the ground. Okay. So our archaeologists working on Andak have reached a highly unstable section of the ruins. Supports will have to be carefully added to the floors and ceilings before we can proceed. It will be difficult work, but finding an alternative route would delay the project. So this, it actually just removed clues from our current level, which sucks. That very much sucks. Okay, over here in Jurgum, while conducting the surface scans, Science Officer Jarson and the crew of the Testament to the Deepest Murk discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They've not detected any other signs of alien activity on the moon, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We've prepared a special project to translate the text. Well, that is kind of fascinating, isn't it?
A system survey has concluded.
Okay, get that research done and then we'll carry on down here. That'll be plenty for the moment. Now, knowing that there are some hostile aliens, I am quite tempted to build up our armada and go and clear them out. Just so that we've got that all taken care of. I think once we've got Mendok, we'll get a Jundis and maybe Zoltar's Maw as well. I am worried about Zoltar's Maw. It irks me somewhat. Let's have a look at our technology. Ah, this is wonderful. Upgrades are on their way, and our scientists are certainly getting more experienced. Ooh, and we've discovered a new archaeological site. Ah, that's all the way down in Soval. It's unlikely we're going to be able to claim that one. We'd have to go all the way around here or jump past Rimda. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. Over here we've got 3 housing and 2 jobs.
A special project is complete.
So quite happy about that. And we are making money again. Will you look at that? I think we'll actually get another generator district. In fact, let's get all 3. And that will sort out the housing issue for a while as well. So, Science Officer Jarson has managed to partially translate the mural. It's a memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in the region. They were apparently exterminated by the creators of the mural, a fact that they seem to regret. Given the mural's been dated to in excess of 300 million years old, it's likely the creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps most interesting of all is the material the mural was made of. Despite its age, it's in remarkably good condition. Well, that's giving us a good amount of engineering research. I like that. Let's get our mining stations in here, and then we can immediately move in to claim a different system. Let's take Jaundice. And Jarson's gained another level, so that's really, really good. That'll speed up any further activities.
A study has been completed.
Look at this. Right. New research. We want to keep putting up our research capabilities. So this is going to affect all research. So definitely worth being done. Over here, we could get Strikecraft. Or we can make it faster to build corvettes and reduce their cost. I think we'll standardise the corvette patterns. And actually, speaking of standardising the corvette patterns, let's go into the ship designer, turn off auto-generate designs, and have a look at what we've got. So we've got blue lasers. They've been upgraded to mass drivers. I want to make a couple of different kinds of things. So we're going to have a missile boat. Over here, it's got to be nuclear missiles. We will eventually upgrade these, of course. And I think, yeah, let's go for mass drivers for what it can do. That's shield penetration, actually. No, we'll keep the mass driver on there. I mean, it's a tough call for what's going to be the most useful, but this is really early on, very basic. We want 2 bits of deflectors and 1 bit of armor, and this is going to be the Guilt class Corvette. That's a missile. So we can actually get rid of the old conceit design. Actually, this one, yeah. So we're going to get a new Corvette design as well. Let's go for an interceptor. This is going to be 2 of these, 1 of these. In fact, let's double down on everything. So this is anti-armor. So this is the famine anti-armor class. Auto upgrade. Get that ready. And this is going to be the anti-shield variant. Look at that. Guilt, famine, and penalty. Missile, anti-armor, anti-shield. Now, in terms of the fleet manager, over here, we're going to want to retrofit these into anti-armor. We're going to want anti-shield. We'll have 3 of those, and then we'll get some. We'll get 2 missile classes. Yeah, I think 4-4-2 is a good option. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to bring our expected number of ships up quite high. But I think it's a good time for us to be doing that. Let's get them building. This is going to take a lot of our metals. But we'll have time to do that.
Steering clear of belligerents.
And actually over here, we can get that fleet upgraded as well. So hostile Delta aliens. This is why we need the fleet, so we can start clearing things out.
A system survey has concluded.
Okay, if you can't really do anything that way, let's send you over here instead, and we'll finally come round and have a look like that. Sorval looks like a really nice place.
A special project is complete.
Okay, the Space Amoebas project is completed. This is so important. If the Dahesh are going to properly absorb other cultures and ascend them, we need to have every advantage we can get hold of. So the Space Amoebas, the name is stuck as the pronunciation of the proper xenotaxonomic denominator is too unwieldy for the average Dahesh. Are solitary animals. When left to their own devices, all but the youngest specimens are accompanied by quasi-independent flagella, organisms spawned by the amoeba and programmed through liquid RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. These flagella are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in an impressive yet restricted range around the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the host's body for reprogramming. There are potential military applications to be found in the regenerative properties of the amoeba's thick hide or in the graceful patterns of movement. So, we can add to our evasion or we can work for regenerative hull tissue, and I'm going for regenerative hull tissue because that is going to be amazing. If we can secure that, and then in the future get regenerating armor as well, our ships will be able to self-repair completely. How is this archaeological site going? We're gradually getting there. There's a 50% chance we'll get a clue, but we didn't quite get it. Okay. So we don't quite have the resources to build a new starbase. Let's move in. We'll have them in a moment. It really won't take us long. And I should think about harvesting some of these trade value bits just as soon as we can. If we build a trade station in Darep, then we'll be able to capture the trade value from up to 2 spaces away once we really expand it out. So that'd be that'd be Mendok, that'd be Pratagor. I think that's really what we want to do. And of course, Onab. So let's spend some of our resources. This is why we've been holding on to them. Sending them in bulk will give us quite a bit to work with. We can probably afford to do all of that. There we go. That's more than enough for us to get this upgrade going. And in here we just need 4 more, which we'll have by the time we get in there. It's all part of the grand master plan. Oh, they're no longer guaranteeing our independence. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think they're going to be declaring war on us. But it's definitely something for us to pay attention to. And in fact, let's have a look at our contacts. Our reputation is improving, which is obviously quite useful. It's probably because we've started producing ships of our own. So they think that as interstellar beings, the family is more than capable of looking after itself. The attitude is friendly, which is perfectly fine. They've broken the guarantee. What we could do is, if we revoke the guarantee and instead offer a migration treaty, we can yeah, we can potentially yeah, let's stop guaranteeing the independence. That'll free up our influence again. And instead, we could offer a migration treaty. Let's do that. I think it's a good plan. It'll also help out with... oh, our other faction has closed off, apparently. Wasn't popular enough. Okay, so they are fine with the migration treaty. We've discovered another archaeological site. That's over in Soster. Man, I really want to take Soster. Soster's got 2 worlds that we could potentially colonize. Okay, let's sell some more. Actually, we just had enough come through just there. Okay, we're claiming this. So Derep Station
system
is
survey
on its
is
way
concluded.
to being completed. Oh, they're pants. They're totally pants planets. Lots of space, but not much habitability. So you're still carrying on. Once you're done with that one, survey here.
Steering clear of belligerents.
Oh dear. Okay, so you're not going to go that way. Come down here instead. (907), yeah. Definitely dangerous. At the moment, we could do the Delta aliens for 17 months. And I think that's going to be worthwhile to find out what they are.
Construction venture completed.
Hooray! Let's get the 2 mining stations here and the research station. Look at that, our money is coming through thick and fast. You, I told to come down here. I know you were still running away at the time. But it's important you don't forget what your instructions are. Look at this, our fleet is getting stronger every moment. 459. It's probably going to be enough for us to take some of these threats out, and we could potentially get some research from them as well. Yeah, we have to be seen to be being proactive in our defense. Now, Direct Station is almost completed. Ooh. Okay, we're receiving a transmission from the Independent Space Station, the Rigan Commerce Exchange. I speak on behalf of the Rigan Commerce Exchange. We've facilitated trade negotiations between interested parties on our station in the Yakuri system for more than 1,000 of your years. If you happen to possess more resources than you need, we're more than willing to take it off your hands. You'll be duly compensated, of course. Well, that could be quite handy. So that's over here. Let's have a chat with them. We're interested in strategic resources. Oh, I see. So they'll buy volatile motes. Or sell volatile motes. So we've got to have a stockpile of at least a lot to guarantee that we'll have enough to fund it. And we would need to do that a couple of times to build up our reputation. Well, we don't actually care that much about them as far as trader enclaves go. They are disinteresting to us.
Steering clear of belligerents.
More Delta aliens, okay. How powerful are these? 777, and there's like a little alien space station. We'll probably find out that these are mining drones. This armada has been upgraded fully, but it's nowhere near battle ready yet.
Construction venture completed.
Okay, Darap Station has finished its construction queue. Let's get a trade hub, and then we're going to want an off-world trading company at some point. But the trade hub will allow us to connect from here and here, and then we'll build another one which will allow us to go a little bit further. Okay, well, I guess instead you're coming up this way. So survey like this, please. It's so difficult running a proper family-led galactic empire. Many things for us to be paying attention to. But we won't let any of our ships get destroyed. Not if we can help it.
Inbound communicate.
Okay. Research agreement would benefit people if they were going down different research paths to us. Our technology level is equivalent, so I think we'll decline this. I want to keep the influence so that we can expand as much as possible. Because I think that's where we're going to get our biggest benefit. Alright, so Corundian has leveled up and has gained archaeological excavation speed. Cool. So you're commanding the Testament of Fear of Stasis. Is that over here? Yes, it is. Perfect. That's exactly what we need for breaking through archaeological barriers in a quick time.
Inbound communicate.
Yes, I will enter into a defensive pact with you. It's the equivalent of guaranteeing independence. It is going to take some of our influence away, but it ensures that we're going to have that that level of resilience. Okay, we're receiving a transmission from Zuracorp. Welcome to Zuracorp. We're a business conglomerate operating out of the Latium system. Where is the Latium system? It's probably going to be all the way over there. So there's two businesses set up right next to each other. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you're looking to make a good deal. So, Zuracorp have exotic gases. Well, we could do that right now. We don't actually have any exotic gases, so I can't tell how much they would be worth to sell. So I think we'll leave that alone for the moment. The direct system, we're collecting a trade value from here now, and here we'll get another one built. And I'll leave the other one ready so that we can do an off-world trading company at some point. Construction ship over here, we need to... Let's move to Zoltar's more, or do we take Mikanda? Let's come down here. We need a few more metals before we do this. Yeah, Darup Station is doing a good job in itself. In terms of the trade routes, it's generating 5 trade value because it's picking up the little bit from here and the little bit from there. That'll be expanded to 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, it's nothing to be sniffed at. This archaeological site in the hole in the ground, toxicity risk. The excavation has hit delays as the dig site becomes increasingly toxic. Deeper we go, parts of the shaft are dangerously irradiated, probably by the catastrophic event that dug out the crater in the first place. The need for protective countermeasures and decontamination apparatus is slowing the progress. So we get a minor artifact from that, but yeah, it's still going to be quite a bit further for us to go in. Luckily, we're going to be pretty fast at this.
A special project is complete.
Amazing. We've finally figured out that those are, in fact, ancient mining drones that we've been seeing dotted around, other than the Space Amoeba, of course. Reports of deep space drones in certain systems are being investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago, and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves. Judging by the state of the processing equipment, the drones possess powerful mining lasers and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile, overtures towards Dark vessels when approached. They may be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We have a new drone study. This is going to pause our our engineering research for the Corvette patterns. But I think this is well worth us taking the time to do. If a family can learn how to manipulate those drones, it'll be of huge benefit to us. That trade hub is coming along quite nicely. Actually, our construction vessel is now capable of claiming that. So let's take that system, and then we'll figure out how to go from there.
Construction venture completed.
Darab Station is looking even healthier.
An anomaly.
I love it. Oh, and we found an anomaly up in Raskamir. Oh, it's going to take quite a while to go through. I think we should probably just go ahead and do it, because Jarsin himself is quite a high level. It's not going to be quick for him to gain another level. So go ahead and do that. And we're carrying on exploring down here. Perfect. So we've got 2 ships out exploring, 1 helping with research, and 1 excavating. That was 777. Maybe we could buy some more metals, make some more ships. And go and take care of them so we can carry on exploring in this direction.
A study has been completed.
Enlightenment completed, right. Okay. The thousands of scientists and advisors we sent to TK have finally completed the arduous task of bringing the local civilization up to an early space age level of technology. Under their new unified government, the aliens now style themselves as the Kiram Enterprises, and they've agreed to become our vassals. We've ceded full control of the system and dismantled our observation post as per the conditions of our treaty with them. So we have a vassal state in there. That is an interesting development for us. Now, obviously, we do wish them the best, but beyond that, I'd be interested to see how we can work with them further. So, due to their advances in technology, Kiram Enterprises is now a subsidiary under the messages of Paradisium. Look at that, lovely place. Now, as a subsidiary, they're loyal to us, which is great. We could improve our relations further, but I don't think we really need to. Look at them, the lovely, lovely little guys we're going to have in our family. Now, in terms of their world, they're a gestalt. Sorry, are they a corporate authority? Because this is kind of amusing. I think because, yeah, we've turned them into a corporation, a mega corporation, so we can't have a little branch office on there. Not to worry. How are we going to move? Well, as a subsidiary, I think we should be getting some funds from them. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, they're mercantile. How about in the... So they're our subject, but it doesn't really tell us much about what we would get from them. Oh well, it matters not. Should they decide to close their borders against us or anything like that, we would very quickly swing back round. Okay, I think next up, if we get global energy management, that'll allow us to build a big energy grid on Continuum itself. Right, so where are you? You're down here. Let's explore over this way, I think. Survey, survey. Survey, survey, and we'll try and come up this way, I think.
Construction venture completed.
Okay, get the mining stations, get the research stations. And what stage are these at? They're in the Iron Age at the moment. Yeah, so it's going to be much, much slower. There's been an encounter in Faltus. Faltus is down here. Kappa aliens. Okay. Well, we're currently... Ooh. Yeah, subject status changed due to the advances in technology. Yeah, let's dismiss that. Kappa aliens, we're not going to research... Actually, we can. Yeah, let's push ahead with that. We've got many things that we need to be working towards, so we're kind of juggling it all. We can increase the level cap of our leaders. That's probably a very smart move, given how long our leaders are going to be living for. And then the same for the rulers. Our first subsidiary. I love it. Franchising, that is the way we're going to take control of the galaxy. And the Amarathi Corporation is probably going to become one of our subsidiaries in the future. For right now, we are a little bit behind them, but it is only a little bit behind them. Our technology level is higher than theirs. And really, most of their points are going to be coming from their extra colony. So we will keep a close eye on our friends. So you've got those on the go at the moment. Once you're done with that, let's get Starbase over here. We're building up a very healthy stack of cash right now. With 8 housing available and 7 jobs, I think we're doing okay here. We'll probably get a couple of city districts, and then we'll need to look at clearing some of the blockers. Ooh, on clearing 1 Dahesh population is created. Oh, yeah, let's clear that. In fact, these are really cheap to clear. Let's just go ahead and get them all done. Hey, we finally finished digging in that hole in the ground. Upon finally touching down at the bottom of the crater, a mind-boggling discovery was made. Giant twisted shards of some hardened, calcified organic material were found among the rubble. Thousands of them. Some are a few meters across, some the size of an orbital shuttle, and astonishing as it sounds, it now seems clear that the shards are the remnants of some enormous hatched egg. Based on the size and number of shell fragments, the egg must have been hundreds of meters across, deep in the bedrock of Andak. Some tremendous creature hatched and then proceeded to dig its way up to the surface, trailing deadly radiation in its wake. If it could do this as a newborn, whatever it was, it's gone now, leaving no trace behind but pieces of eggshell and a yawning hole in the earth. That is interesting and terrifying at the same time. Okay, let's start surveying this little back area, because you've been stuck for quite a while over there. Ooh. Oh, these are the Kappa aliens. So we know that someone's over there. Probably our friends have made contact with them. Okay, so scientist Rolenan has made the Xeno Freedom Forum. So we're back to having three different factions. Oh my god, they've got so many things. They want a multicultural society. Enclaves Incorporated. Okay. They want a federation. They want us to legislate passive study. We're not going to legislate passive study. But it's interesting to see that they have some people. After successfully translating their language, we've established communication with the Quintilian Trade Union. Okay, they are, yeah, kind of up and in our grill, aren't they? So yeah, there's no point in you exploring there. Let's get you instead to survey there, and there. Okay, they are militarist and spiritualist. Cool. Well, let's go with our spiritual cover story. I bring greetings from the chairman of the Ebony Fruit, the undisputed ruler of the Quintilian Trade Union. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your walls. So there, another corporation. Praise the divine for this meeting. Their fleet power is superior, but other than that, they're in about the same position we are. So I'm not too worried about it. They're a target of a Casus Belli from the Kirim Enterprises. Oh my god, our little Kirim, they're going to be our scrappy kid of the family, aren't they? Picking fights that we've then got to step in and try and fix. This might be problematic for us in the long run, but I'm sure it's going to be amusing. Let's get another ship on the go. Volatum Trade Post. So, Raskamir 3A, that's up there, was home to a small Volatum outpost where they traded with several neighbouring civilizations. At some point, the trade post appears to have been converted into a religious mission, where the Volatum attempted to convert visiting alien merchants to their philosophy. Trade ceased shortly afterwards, and the moon was eventually abandoned. Okay.
The situation log has been amended.
Well, that's going to be giving us some extra information. Let's have a look at that. So this is in the precursors, yeah. Let's just have a look at this this place, because we've brought them up to spacefaring age. You can see all the little lights and stuff on the world. That is thoroughly awesome. But I digress. We have something for you to do up here. Research that, and then carry on round this way. Yeah, our economy is nice and healthy at the moment. But obviously we're seeing our friends expand quite considerably, securing those archaeological dig sites. I'd like to make sure that our people are keeping busy.
Construction venture
Okay, that's that extra trade value coming in. Let's get that research station built. And then once you're done with that, move over to Zultar's Moor. By the time we get over there, we should be able to build again. Okay, there's a research agreement proposal between the Cryptilian Trade Union and our friends at the Almaty Consortium. I'm sure they're going to learn plenty of things from each other. Ooh. So this is an anomaly down in Skorum. Go ahead and research that. 250 days to go through the optical sensors, which have isolated a cluster of shapes on the barren surface that could be buildings. Yeah, if we can scoop up anomalies from under their noses, that'll make me very happy. Okay, and
an unusual phenomenon has cropped up.
One more anomaly has been found up in the Niffer system. And archaeologists have finished on Raskamir 3A, salvaged a small Volatum digital pamphlet. It seems the missionaries at this outpost passed pamphlets like this on to visiting merchants. Most of the data is corrupt, but there are several references to the Great Lie and the shackles of virtual reality. Well, that is really kind of interesting for us. The engineering research from that will help out with our drone study. So that's going to be done in just a few months. But just up here, Caldinian is going to research this nice and easy anomaly. The planet/asteroid is home to a number of exquisite impact craters. However, something breaks the visual uniformity in one of the larger craters. Go have a look at that. And with that, we are unfortunately out of time. So we've got a new subject. We've successfully raised the Sanach up to a spacefaring level. And now we're going to try and completely box them in so that we can take full advantage of them. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Stellaris. See you soon.